Today's San Francisco 49ers report is presented by Manscaped. Join the 8 million men who have put their trust in Manscaped for the best men's grooming products for you below the waist, but also their new beard products as well. 20% off, free shipping, manscaped.com/49ers, promo code 49ers for that deal to apply. So is Brandon Aiyuk going to be a surprise breakout candidate for the San Francisco 49ers in 2023? ESPN picked one player from all 32 teams in the NFL to be a surprise breakout candidate this upcoming season. But is it really a surprise that Aiyuk is going to break out, or was his breakout in 2022? How is it possible that the 49ers have an iconic worldwide brand with 5 Super Bowl championships, are a massive TV draw, which is why they're on several primetime matchups every single season, and still people don't realize how special Brandon Aiyuk is? It blows my mind. Do people not watch the games? Do people not know greatness that's in front of their eyes? Because Brandon Aiyuk is special. He's an ascending and vastly improving player. He's had elite production in a run-first offense under head coach Kyle Shanahan. If he were featured in a pass-happy offense, I think he'd be due for 1,400 to 1,500 receiving yards every single season. His footwork, it is surgical. His route running, some of the best in the NFL. He'll cross you up like an Allen Iverson crossover back in the day. He's not just a player who can succeed in between the 20. He is a goal line to goal line player who can be utilized outside, inside, and as an overall weapon. He has this willingness to block in the run game, which is also what makes him a staple in Kyle Shanahan's offense. He's under team control the next 2 years after the Niners exercised his 5th-year option. He has reliable hands, rarely drops passes, yards after the catch ability. He's only 25 years old. He's a good contested catch wide receiver for him only being 6 foot tall. And he's still getting better, as evidenced by the upward trajectory and the trend of him continuing to ascend every year that he's been in the NFL since being a first-round pick in 2020 out of Arizona State. So let's show some love to Brandon Aiyuk here. Let's go, Brandon. If you think that Aiyuk is an elite wide receiver in the National Football League, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video, because I do think he's the best wide receiver on the Niners right now. So here's what ESPN had to say about Aiyuk breaking out. And this snippet did come from Nick Wagner, who does cover the Niners. It's not really a surprise to say the team's leading receiver was a standout in the offseason program, but the extent to which Aiyuk seems ready to elevate his game might catch some people off guard. There's a good argument to be made. He was consistently the best player on the field during OTAs and minicamp, as his performance left fellow wideout Deebo Samuel marveling that you can't cover that boy in a phone booth right now, and cornerback Deommodore Lenoir declaring that Aiyuk will be a top 5 receiver in the NFL in 2023. He certainly was one of the most slept-on wide receivers in 2022. And finally, some people at least started to give him his flowers and his well-respected respect, right? Or well-due respect, I should say, when he turned in a career-high 78 catches, more than 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. What I think is so impressive about Aiyuk are the numbers that you see on the screen and how he's continued to get so much better. And if you remember, he gets drafted in 2020. That was peak COVID time, right? Limited offseason practices, no preseason games, and it was very rare for a bunch of the team to be on the field consistently during training camp. And he also had his season cut a little bit short due to injuries. Yet as a rookie in this offense, he still contributes with 60 catches, 768 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Then in 2021, remember to start the year, Brandon Aiyuk was in the doghouse for Kyle Shanahan because he was refusing to block and do some of the necessary little things that this team needed him to do. Well, he still went on after a slow start to the season to have 56 catches. And even though he had 4 less catches than he did in 2020, still had more yards at 826 and once again 5 touchdowns. And then last year, just an all-around great season where he became so reliable as the number 1 pass catcher on this offense, especially when Deebo Samuel was out a lot due to sporadic play injuries and him being banged up and out of shape. Analytically, too, Aiyuk did check out as one of the top premier players at his position. Yards after the catch last year, 19th among all wide receivers with 370. He was 4th in missed tackles. That goes back to the footwork and him being slippery in the open field with 16. He had 47 first downs. That ranked 20th among all wideouts. Quarterback rating when targeted, an astounding 118. That ranked 5th. And his Pro Football Focus receiving grade, 80.9. That was 21st among all wideouts. Again, imagine what Aiyuk would be able to do if he played in an offense that prioritized throwing the football a little bit more. He could put up some stupid, filthy numbers. Prediction time here on the San Francisco 49ers report. Who has more receiving yards in 2023? Will Deebo Samuel rebound, or will Aiyuk continue to be the baller and the number one wide receiver on this team? Type their jersey numbers to answer that question right now. Now, today's San Francisco 49ers report is presented by Manscaped. The performance package is absolutely awesome. You can get the Lawnmower 4.0, the nose hair trimmer, ball deodorant, the boxer briefs, the most comfortable boxer briefs that I have ever worn, which are important for me because I'm running every single day. And you can get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com/49ers. I have a question for the faithful right now. What's more American than a bald eagle? Well, the 4th of July is almost here, and that means a couple of things. Barbecues, pool parties, and last but not least, glizzies. And it just so happens that the sponsor of today's show, Manscaped, making sure all the glizzy gladiators across the nation are groomed for battle on America's birthday. You know what I'm saying? From sea to shining sea, join over 8 million Pew Patriots worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off worldwide using our code 49ers at manscaped.com/49ers. It's only right to start with America's favorite, the Performance Package 4.0. Inside it, Lawnmower 4.0, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, crop preserver, ball deodorant, crop reviver toner, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all of your goodies. We're going to do yourselves a favor. We're going to put this link in the comment section as well as in the description of this video. It is 20% off. Manscaped.com/49ers. Promo code 49ers. $50 donation coming in from Bryant. We appreciate you, my guy. If anybody wants to be like Bryant and send in a $500 super thanks or a $500 super chat, we will get you a custom jersey like this one right here. Bryant, we appreciate you, my guy. Hey, guys, I have missed you. Work, grad school, my son has kept me away from all of you. Bryant, keep grinding at work. Congratulations on grad school. The last time that we talked, I believe, was during the NFL draft. That's when your jersey came in, actually. And you said that you just graduated. Hope your family's doing well as well. Lore, what should we do at the right tackle spot? So, Lore, this continues to really baffle my mind. It looks like the Niners are set on Colton McKivitz. It looks as though he is going to be the guy. Now, for the Niners, they play the Raiders in the preseason, and prior to that first preseason matchup, they have a bunch of joint practices against the Raiders. Colton McKivitz going to be going up against Max Crosby. We will find out right then and there how good of a player McKivitz is, because Crosby, one of the best edge rushers in the sport, McKivitz is going to have to hold up, especially with some of the injury concerns and questions at the quarterback spot for San Francisco. Positive Panda Frisco Drummer. What a name. Say that 10 times fast for me. Is it possible that Brock's rise to success is going to block Trey's path to potential success? Love the question there. So, yes, it could easily happen. If Brock Purdy in 2023 plays like he did in 2022, he'll continue to be the team starting quarterback. The Niners averaged more than 30 points per game when Purdy was the starter. He was accurate, decisive with his reads. I think his athleticism surprised a lot of people with the ability to make plays out of structure and extend plays downfield. That's what some really special quarterbacks in this league do. That's how Russell Wilson with the Seahawks was able to burn the Niners time and time again. Patrick Mahomes has a little bit of that to his game. Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow is even a magician in and outside of the pocket and making some of those plays downfield after things break down a little bit when you have to revert off that first or second read. So if Purdy continues to do all of these things well that he did as a rookie, he's going to continue to see the field, which then would block Trey's path to potential success, at least with the Niners. Could Trey Lance go somewhere else? And in that instance, he becomes a successful quarterback with an organization, not the San Francisco 49ers, for sure. Look, there's still a lot to be determined with Purdy's elbow injury. I still don't think it's going to be a shoo-in that he starts week 1 for San Francisco. Trey Lance will have an opportunity to potentially win this job because Purdy's going to be on the sideline, most likely throughout the duration or at least a lot of training camp. And if Lance balls out, plays well, how do you sit him down considering the explosiveness that he can bring to this Niners offense? So let's open up the floor here. Last question before we wrap up this segment. Who will start for the Niners at quarterback in week 1? Let me know down in the comments section. Thanks for watching. And if we didn't answer your questions on today's show, hit me up on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me there at Chase_Senior. Love chopping it up with the Faith.